WrestleMania 30 was truly a night I will never forget.
The impossible dream has become reality.
This was a show that people came to wanting to see Daniel Bryan win.
Tonight marked one of the most incredible performances in the history of WrestleMania.
I felt like I was an integral part of this show and not just winning the championship. To have my family there and my friend Connor Mahalik just really put it over the top. I still vividly remember it. After the match, I go out there and hug Connor. When I think of WrestleMania 30, it really put into perspective any challenges I had, and also made me appreciate the platform I could use to inspire kids like Connor to continue to fight through some pretty serious adversity, just by doing what I love to do. In WWE, you don't really get a chance to sit back and enjoy the moment for too long.
Oh my God! Kane coming from out of nowhere!
I am going to eviscerate Daniel Bryan and send him to the depths of hell.
It was fitting that my first big title defense came against my former partner, Kane. Little did I know, it would also be my last.
Right now, the Demon Kane plans to annihilate the movement of the masses. Kane versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
Extreme Rules is the only setting fit for such a personal rivalry. Kane has turned Daniel Bryan's dream into a nightmare, and we don't know what to expect next.
Well, expect the unexpected. If it ain't nailed down, it's probably going to be used as a weapon. If it is nailed down, bodies are probably going to collide into it.
The champ is taking it to the Demon now. Incredible considering the hell Daniel has been put through in recent weeks.
It's adrenaline right now for Daniel Bryan. Once it wears off, he'll feel all the aches and pains again.
I don't want to know what that feels like. The damage has been done. You gotta believe this one's over.
Corey, you always refer to Daniel Bryan as an overachiever. I won't disagree. That's exactly what he is. That's why this entire arena is behind Daniel Bryan tonight.
No, when I'm talking about being an overachiever, I'm saying Daniel Bryan marrying Brie Bella is a 1 married to a 10, okay? That's overachieving.
That's not very nice.
He's positioned up on that turnbuckle.
I would not want to be him right now.
There it is.
Hurricane Rana.
Nearly 16,000 WWE fans in attendance trying to will Daniel Bryan on here in New Jersey, the Garden State.
Kindergarten State, Cole. They named it after the average intelligence level of their citizens. I still don't get it, but I can't deny Daniel Bryan having a connection with WWE fans.
Corey, you said you don't understand the logic behind Daniel Bryan's connection to fans. Well, I think Daniel is the same as everyone else who stands up for what they believe in, who fights for what they have. There's nothing difficult to understand there.
Saxton, it's that kind of garbage talk that makes you the Newark of commentators. Don't test logic with me. You're not on my level. The truth is, fans just like chanting yes, period. This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Cover here!
Of course, guys, anyone with a family can sympathize with Daniel Bryan. Such a frightening scene we saw last week when Kane tried to drag Daniel Bryan's new wife, Brie Bella, to the bottom of the ring.
Such a horrifying scene, Michael. To hear Brie screaming for her life is something that'll traumatize Daniel Bryan forever.
We mentioned Kane's attack on Brie. I think as a result, this fight has become about more than the championship for Bryan. Kane put his hands on Daniel's wife.
Oh, any husband knows that's a big mistake. Now this is more than a match. This is more than a fight. This is more than Extreme Rules. This is a war.
He's making a statement here with this attack. His strikes have a little extra on them tonight.
Daniel Bryan had such a tumultuous journey to gaining the WWE World Heavyweight title, a lifelong dream come true. And the dream continued when he married the gorgeous Brie Bella. But a big move coming! Wait for it! He comes up big there.
Wow, Kane is getting absolutely pummeled. Yeah, that was lightning quick.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. This kind of offense he's known for.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
Kane wants to put this away.
Choke slam straight to hell.
One. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
2.
You know, going into this match, Daniel Bryan was wearing a neck brace all week. I guarantee you he's still hurt from when Kane chokeslammed him. There's no way the champ's at 100%.
Plenty of force behind that leg drop.
Getting his attention with a vicious strike. Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
I'll repeat Corey's statement regarding Daniel Bryan being in a neck brace all week. A product of Kane delivering 3 tombstone pile drivers. One of those right on our announce table. After the assault, Daniel had to be rushed to the nearest medical facility.
It was just more evidence that Kane can't be controlled. I really don't want to see Daniel Bryan stretchered out of this arena again, but that's a high possibility in an Extreme Rules match.
When this guy's on, look out.
This match in large is a proponent of WWE principal owner Stephanie McMahon. Byron, do you think Stephanie has ever had any good intentions for Daniel Bryan?
Well, she can attempt apologies for Kane's hellacious attacks all she wants, but Bryan has always seen through Stephanie McMahon. And to paraphrase Daniel's words, everyone knows Stephanie McMahon is full of doo-doo.
Bite your tongue, Saxton. Returning to Daniel's feelings on Stephanie McMahon, Saxton, you spoke like a true third grader. You can't go blaming Stephanie McMahon for Kane's actions. The demon's uncontrollable. You heard Stephanie a few weeks ago beg Kane to stop his attack on Daniel Bryan. What more can you ask?
He's looking at it.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this. Look at Kane. It's coming.
With no rules holding back Daniel Bryan, we're going to see a side of him we rarely see. A more sadistic, hell-bent attack.
Well, that's what I'd expect from the champ. Bryan's fighting with a lot of emotions. The problem is he's in the ring with a demon who doesn't have to flip a switch to find that sadistic side. Kane is always sick. You know, we wouldn't have the demon here if Corporate Kane's job performance as Director of Operations was more satisfactory to the Authority.
Come on, Corey. Corporate Kane was a puppet for the Authority. And then Stephanie McMahon provoked Kane to unleash the devil's favorite demon.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
On the topic of Kane, and you can't blame Daniel Bryan for this ire and for this fury. This is more than about the championship. Came in personal when he went after Daniel Bryan's wife, Brie.
Just speaks to the power of the big red machine. One right hand flattens Bryan.
Oh my God, and Bryan
Launched into the LED wall.
This is the kind of match that could take years off your career.
Right now, the Demon Kane plans to annihilate the movement of the masses. Kane versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
Extreme Rules is the only setting fit for such a personal rivalry. Kane has turned Daniel Bryan's dream into a nightmare, and we don't know what to expect next.
Well, expect the unexpected. If it ain't nailed down, it's probably going to be used as a weapon. If it is nailed down, bodies are probably going to collide into it.
So painful.
That should do it.
Oh, and look at this! Bryan launch back body drop out of the car! And out!
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, look at that! Kane's got that cylinder!
Don't do this!
And Daniel Bryan luckily moved out of the way as Kane put it through the windshield.
That wouldn't have just taken Bryan's title, it might have taken his career.
And Kane again with a right hand knocking Bryan down.
The Devil's favorite Demon just overwhelming the champion.
Oh, and Kane put his hand through the windshield!
Bryan has got himself a temporary reprieve, and now Bryan is digging in the trunk.
And now it's Daniel Bryan looking for in the trunk of the car.
What is that?
The crowbar.
Oh, my God, a tire iron! Right off the face of Kane!
Kane is out.
Remember Extreme Rules. Anything goes. You win via pinfall or submission for the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Guys, Kane is barely moving.
Yeah, now the problem is you got to get him back into the ring, right?
Yeah, good luck with
How
that.
does Daniel Bryan do this?
Hey, you're not going to drag a 300-plus pounder all the way back into the ring.
Especially when you're Daniel Bryan's size. I mean, he's got time. There are no countouts, but I mean, this is ridiculous. How do you drag this carcass into the ring?
Oh, look at this.
I'll tell you how, Michael Cole, you get very creative.
This could actually work.
You don't think. Kane's coming too. Kane's coming too.
Bryan's ready for it.
Again with the tire iron. Daniel Bryan getting extreme on Kane.
Bryan trying to ensure there is absolutely no movement from Kane. And I think Bryan's gonna drive this thing.
Does he know how?
He's got to figure it out.
Figure it out right now. He's got Kane out cold on the forklift, lifting it up. Daniel Bryan, what an ingenious way to get Kane back to the arena.
Hey, we keep saying anything goes, including driving forklifts. Bryan's headed back to
This is
ringside.
incredible. I've never seen anything like this. Never, ever. Can you believe this, guys?
Believe it. It's happening.
Kane is out. Oh.
Raising the forklift.
Hey, pretty good for his first time.
He's going to dump Kane in the ring. He's actually going to dump Kane into the ring.
He did it.
And Kane's still out.
Where the hell is Bryan going?
I don't know about this.
No way. Daniel Bryan in Right now, the Demon Kane plans to annihilate the movement of the masses. Kane versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
Extreme Rules is the only setting fit for such a personal rivalry. Kane has turned Daniel Bryan's dream into a nightmare, and we don't know what to expect next.
Well, expect the unexpected. If it ain't nailed down, it's probably going to be used as a weapon. If it is nailed down, bodies are probably going to collide into it.
Message delivered.
Wow, Kane is getting absolutely pummeled.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, I think this man means business.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Through the air like that can certainly alter a game plan.
Jeez. Wow, Kane is getting absolutely pummeled.
Daniel retains the championship. He slays the Demon.
These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
What an effort by Daniel Bryan. Talk about never say die. Can you believe it?
I don't have to believe it. I saw it. The Demon Kane took Daniel Bryan on the tour through hell he promised, but Daniel Bryan managed to survive. Great effort from both these guys, Michael. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was. Simply amazing.
Shortly after my match with Kane, I found out I needed surgery. Years of physical matches had finally caught up to me. As much as I had fought against it, I was forced to give up my WWE title that I fought so hard to win.
When will I come back? I have no idea. But I think all of you know the answer to this question. Will I come back? Yes! 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 Yes!
To make things worse, what was supposed to be a 6 to 8 week recovery eventually turned into 8 months of physical rehab and training to regain strength. Finally, I returned to WWE in late 2014 and went on to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
With over 70,000 people chanting yes. What an emotional moment for Daniel Bryan.
It appeared I was getting my career back on track, until a few weeks later when I suffered another injury. Almost a year after I had to relinquish the WWE title, I was now back in the same position, this time handing over the Intercontinental title.
The Intercontinental Championship deserves to be in this ring, and in this ring is where I'm going to leave it.
I thought this was just another setback in my WWE journey that I'd have to overcome, but it turned out to be much more serious than that. As I went through the process of trying to get cleared by various doctors, I decided that it was time to take a step back and face an unfortunate reality. My in-ring career was over. On February 8th, 2016, in my home state of Washington, I said goodbye to everything I worked for and dreamed of.
It is with a heavy heart and the utmost sadness that I officially announced my retirement. I have loved this in a way that I have never loved anything else. And for that, I'm grateful.
After my retirement, I had to step away from WWE for a while. I needed some space. Plus, my wife, Brie, and I were trying to start a family. But after some time went by and my emotional wounds had somewhat healed, I returned to WWE as the general manager of SmackDown Live.
And this show, it's about the amazing superstars and giving them the opportunities that they deserve.
I was having a blast as GM, but it wasn't quite the same. Whenever I see new guys that are really talented, I was like, ooh, imagine the match I could have with that guy. So with Brie's encouragement, I didn't give up fighting for my dreams. Having our daughter really made me feel like I needed to come back. I think it's a strong message to really say like, hey, there are some things that people are gonna tell you no, and you have to keep fighting for it if you really believe in yourself. So I think that's an important lesson to teach our baby. And selfishly also, I wanted Birdie to be able to see me wrestle.
Look at all those people watching. Hi, can you say hi? He's a shy little bird.
A little over 2 years after I said goodbye in Seattle, I got the amazing news that I was able to return.
You need to fight for your dreams. And if you fight for your dreams will fight for you.
Fortunately, I got quite the welcome back from a couple of old friends.
Oh, Kevin, no! The general manager's fighting back against Owens and Zayn.
I propose Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
It was pretty surreal that I made my WrestleMania return in the same building where 4 years earlier I had the greatest night of my career. And in a lot of ways, this night meant even more.
Kevin Owens has a motto of fight anyone. Proof of that came when he challenged SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon.
Now, it's funny because I recall Kevin Owens having no choice. Shane McMahon had conspired to keep Owens far away from the United States Championship. Questionable officiating and a corruption of power on Shane's part forced Kevin Owens to retaliate.
It goes without saying that Shane is fighting an uphill battle right now, but Shane McMahon doesn't care.
You got to remember all the vitriol and contempt that Shane McMahon has had for months for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Well, Shane's understandably concerned about Daniel Bryan in his first match back in the ring, but Shane needs to be thinking about his own well-being.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. Man, Kevin Owens, what offense.
Not so fast. Signature slam. Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
He's got the shoulders down. Shane McMahon quickly getting the shoulder up.
Shane McMahon right on the money with that kick out.
Shane's got a lot of fight.
I think it was an ill-advised decision for Shane to start this match after his partner was taken out.
I agree with you, Corey, but it's bold. Obviously, we know Shane doesn't always fight with his head. He fights with his heart. That is not the wisest decision, but Shane McMahon felt he had no other choice.
Perfectly placed elbow.
You know, Saxton, in the same manner that it's bold for Shane McMahon to continue fighting, it's also approaching levels of stupidity. This is more guts than brains is what it is.
And now it's 2-on-1 here. You got to admire the boldness of Shane McMahon going into this fight without Daniel Bryan, but the numbers are catching up to him. The human body can only absorb so much of that. Sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat.
Seeing Daniel Bryan on a stretcher at ringside at the start of this match is an eerie parallel to the last time Bryan was in this very venue, in the main event of WrestleMania 30.
Shane McMahon, big move coming. Oh, and he dodges out of the way. The two of you brought up Daniel Bryan's past history in this arena and once again being put on a stretcher. 2014, he fought back and eventually defeated Batista and Orton to become WWE Champion. I hope that Bryan can fight back and have another happy ending tonight. Shane McMahon with the opportunity here. Shane McMahon, big move coming. Shane McMahon, big move coming.
Everyone's raving about Daniel Bryan's return tonight, but can we also take some time to celebrate that tonight is KO Mania 3?
What's ironic is that Kevin Owens is named the showcase of the Immortals after himself since 2016. But after Bryan fired him, we thought Owens would miss WrestleMania. Now watch the impact and then some.
You guys brought up that KO Mania 3 almost didn't happen, but you neglected to mention that Owens had a match with Sami Zayn already set for...
Shane McMahon quickly getting the shoulder up.
The McMahon name is a lot to live up to, and he's up to the task.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Shane is really taking a beating. Does he stay in with his mounting injuries or risk bringing in the equally hurt Daniel Bryan?
Well, this is no time to be a hero for Shane McMahon. Owens and Zayn are fighting for their jobs right now.
Remember, Byron, if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, if they win, they'll be rehired to SmackDown Live.
That is not a comforting thought for Daniel Bryan or Shane McMahon or the rest of the SmackDown Live roster for that matter.
The elbow drop lands. That'll make your heart beat.
Oh, no. Sami Zayn's dangerously close to losing his job alongside Kevin Owens right now.
Oh, I'm going to love seeing that when it happens.
Yeah, he's running hot right now, but we'll see if he can sustain it for long.
That's a combination. Bam! But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
This is Shane McMahon's chance.
Oh, I think this man means business. Reverses that one. Clothesline!
That'll leave a mark.
Even before the ingenious attack from Owens and Zayn started this match, the odds have been in the yep movement's favor all night.
Shane looking to finish. We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different.
Coast to coast! That has got to be it.
He's got it. Let's see it once more.
Yeah, this match is all but over. We've got a crowd of over 77,000 hoping for yet another Yes-O-Mania tonight. Many fans here tonight were in this very arena for you.
We've got it covered.
Shane.
Corey, Byron, the two of you touched on the highs and lows of Yes-O-Mania. Bryan's won and lost titles here, but I don't think he expected to go from the thrill of his first ring entrance in years to the pain of the pre-match attack so quickly. Here's hoping he can get back in this, and we'll be celebrating Yes-O.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Tonight is a culmination of pent-up emotion since SummerSlam. Daniel Bryan.
Shane McMahon with the cover.
Oh, and breaking things up is Kevin Owens.
Right across the injured abdomen.
Owens and Zayn fighting for their livelihood, fighting for their careers.
There's a tag.
Owens now legal.
KO looking to go up to the top rope.
This will be such poetic justice.
Oh, frog splash! Cover on Shane!
No.
And breaking things up is Daniel Bryan.
Desperation on both sides here.
Well, Daniel Bryan was out of here. He left on a stretcher.
Well, he did, but he's now back. And Owens and Zayn are beside themselves.
Owens and Zayn thought it was a foregone conclusion.
Oh, no! Went for the cannonball. Shane moved out of the way. Bryan's back up on the apron.
Clearly on a mission here.
Kevin Owens is getting his comeuppance.
Think about your job, Kevin. Think about making it KO Mania 4.
That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE.
Oh, and what a right hand. Fighting back, trying to make a tag. Meanwhile, from behind, he's got it. Overhold here.
Daniel Bryan wants the tag.
Almost, but not quite. And Shane now creates separation. Could this be his moment?
Shane absolutely desperate. Needs to make this tag and needs to make it now.
Can he get there? Can he make the tag to Daniel Bryan? If he does, this place will explode.
Shane crawling with everything he's got, trying to inch himself closer to Daniel Bryan.
Almost there. Almost there.
Yes.
Tag made.
Here we go.
And here comes Daniel Bryan. His return to WWE in-ring competition. And Bryan unloading with the right hands. And look at Bryan go.
Knocks him off the apron. Daniel Bryan is on fire right now.
Bryan attacking with a fury.
A moment we never thought we'd see. Vintage Bryan as he lands on his feet.
Full speed ahead.
Bryan, down he goes. Bryan fired up. Oh, wow. Crossbone slide takes him out.
Daniel Bryan from the apron.
The knee connects.
Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Oh, man.
That's how you make an impact. Oh, this is dangerous right here.
Daniel Bryan on the top rope. Oh, the missile drop kick.
Daniel Bryan came down hard. You got to wonder if the injuries are coming into play.
Bryan's just right. Uh-oh, from behind.
Oh, Daniel Bryan, though.
Rolls him off.
And now what does Bryan do? Turns his attention back to the corner. Oh, the running drop kick. And the other one on the other side. And Daniel Bryan looks like the Daniel Bryan of old.
Like he hasn't missed a step.
Bryan controlling the entire tempo of this match by himself.
This is incredible. What a moment. Look at this. Here he goes. Got a little something brewing here. Wow, kick that landed perfectly.
Is it enough to put Sami Zayn away? The situation just got real bad for Sami Zayn.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Big move coming.
Wait for it.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Is it enough to put Sami Zayn away? Jeez, I don't like Sami Zayn's chances in this one.
So damaging.
Uh-oh, Bryan looking for it. The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
This one is over. Jeez, I don't like Sami Zayn's chances in this one.
What a tag team display.
I can't remember a tag team match in recent memory that was even close to as good as that one was.
I could watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Here are your winners, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
Big win here in tag team action tonight.
They make it look so effortless in there. What an amazing duo.
Guys, I have to say, that was an amazing match.
Since I've returned to the ring, everyone wants to know, what's next for Daniel Bryan? Well, I'm not even sure I know the answer to that question.
What a comeback story!
There are so many amazing superstars who I never got the chance to face before I retired. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. The dream match possibilities are endless. If I've learned anything from my difficult road in WWE, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And no matter what obstacles life throws in front of you, you have to fight for your dreams. What would happen if Daniel Bryan faced Bryan Danielson?
This is pure competition, about to do battle.
Daniel Bryan's a little bit softer than Bryan Danielson.
It's not my fault!
And that comes from being in all these buildings where we have showers and trainers and tape available. Bryan Danielson on the independents didn't have any of that. Like, you just go out there, it's gritty, it's rough, and you have to have a certain amount of mental toughness. But Daniel Bryan is a lot more savvy, a more intelligent in-ring performer, knows when to do stuff, why he's doing it. So Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to let you decide.
Guys, this is a dream match right here. Daniel Bryan is taking on indie wrestling superstar Bryan Danielson.
It's going to be a nightmare for that Danielson nerd when Daniel destroys this internet darling.
These guys have eerily similar styles, so I look forward to seeing how they match up.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
What an uppercut!
Hammerlock applied. Oh, no, no. Uh-oh. Oh! It's gonna break their arm.
Oh, man! Gosh, why?
We got to cover. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep him down.
Too soon.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
A win here tonight would be monumental for Bryan Danielson. Beating a main eventer like Daniel Bryan could spring this newcomer into the title picture.
Wow, that's a hot take there, Saxton. Of course, any guy who can beat Daniel Bryan rises in the power rankings. The only question is, what title Bryan Danielson would contend for?
Uh-oh. The two of you brought up the extremely unlikely scenario of Bryan Danielson winning and trying for a title. Win or lose, Danielson needs the help of a veteran. Maybe he could team with his opponent, and he breaks free.
Just when you thought he was out of this one.
That lands. And that was only a one.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, forearm's gonna cut off the wind.
Is he done?
These two guys have some similar moves. They must have trained at the same school or something, but I digress. Danielson's faster hitting, but Daniel Bryan has a slightly bigger repertoire.
He has something big planned. He's in full control now. What have we got here? What's he got in mind?
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Corey, you mentioned the similarities of Danielson's repertoire to Daniel Bryan's. Danielson's running drop kicks are faster, but I don't think he has anything that can match Daniel Bryan. I think this is the beginning of the end.
That'll rock him. He's in the driver's seat now.
Bryan Danielson calls himself a dragon. Daniel Bryan has been referred to as a goat. Normally that would be a mismatch, but I think both these guys could rule the Animal Kingdom in WWE.
Big move coming.
Wait for it.
Perfectly executed.
Just when you thought he...
Saxton brought up the animal nicknames of our two competitors here, and that's not Daniel Bryan overcomes his past.
Turning back the hands of time.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic. This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Daniel Bryan has shown how much a man can learn, how much a man can grow when he's doing what he loves.
When you strive for 2 decades to be the best, these are your results.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd.
Well, happy Earth Day, everybody. So if I weren't doing this, I would like to be a farmer.
I love looking out here and seeing the beauty of it all.
I think it's a very rewarding experience to be out in the dirt with your hands and making food.